going to turn that up. It's a bit low in volume. Perfect. Right, so we're going to be on our feet with our band. Oh, I think Vicky's just about to walk in. Yeah. Hi, Vicky.
Hello, sorry I'm late.
We're literally about to start. It's absolutely fine. Okay. Roll your mat out, grab a band.
What's the difference?
It is. Gem's meant to come, she can come. Okay, so we're going to stand with our feet a little bit further apart than your hips. So maybe more shoulder level. Toes very, very slightly turned out, very slightly. We're going to take our bands. We're going to hold our bands. A little bit of resistance. We're going to warm up, so we don't have too much resistance. You good? And we're going to sink down into a lovely little squat, mini squat. Our arms rise and we open our bands a little bit. And then we bring ourselves back up again. So we inhale down, exhale, open, and then come up for another breath. So try and make your exhalation really long. Oh, my quads. Everything hurts today again. So lovely long deep breath, starting to get an idea of that circulation, breathing in through the nose. Exhale, open that band. Now we're sinking our bottoms back into our heels. And we're going to do 4 more of these. No, I'm recording. Riding her bike, she's covered in bruises. One more, really bad bruises. And then we bring ourselves up. Take a breath in, roll those shoulders to reset, squeeze the belly, sink down into a squat, take those arms out one more time. We're going to open the arms out, we're going to isolate the squat, we're just going to pump those arms. Now think about squeezing your shoulder blades. 8, 7, 6, sink back, 4, 3, 2, and we're coming to the floor with those bands. Fingertips to the ground, keeping a hold of the bands, and let's lengthen out the hamstrings. Bend and extend one leg at a time. Relax through the shoulders. Let them just drop. Just sway the hips as you bend the knees. Get some movement, get some fluidity into the body. Just continue those breaths. And then hold on to that band, let your body just flop forward. And then scoop the belly in and let's stack that spine. And take your time doing this, just take your time. And then roll those shoulders back and down. Good, we're going to take a step forward into a lunge position. So continue working those arms. Right leg comes forward. I'm going to mirror them actually, make it easier. Right leg forward. So our arms are going to come up again. We're going to take them up to shoulder height. A little bit less resistance this time. It's the arm that's moving, that's the same leg as the one on the in front of you. So we're going to drop, twist, center, up. Drop, twist, center, and up. The opposite arm, the left arm is isolated, the right arm is moving. So you don't let the arm follow the moving arm. Look towards the hand and squeeze the shoulder blade. Make sure your lunge position is set up well. You don't want to let that knee protrude forward. Dropping straight down, twisting, a little bit of balance involved. I'm up on my toes at the back. And we're going to go 5 more. You should start to feel this already in your shoulders. Down, twist, center, up. 3 more. Last 2. 1 more, sink deeper. And then come up. Drop your band down by your thighs. Roll the shoulders. That back foot, slide it in so it goes flat on the ground. You feel a little bit of a calf stretch at the back. Take a long deep breath in, and then we're going to drop our bodies, softly dropping through the spine, down towards that front knee. Bend it if you need to. Bring your fingertips to the floor.
Take a long deep breath in here and exhale. Try and push your left hip, right hip back, sorry. Extending that right leg. Hamstring stretch on that right side. Push that back heel down into the floor so you still feel a stretch through the calf. And breathe into the stretch. I want you to move through it. Don't just hold the stretch. It's got a little bit, get a bit warm. And we don't want to isolate too much. So I'm just bowing down a little bit more as I breathe out. Three more breaths. One last breath, really dip down. Soften the knee at the front, squeeze the belly, grab hold of that band, slowly and softly roll back up, finding that balance, extending that leg at the top, rolling back. Good, I want you to step your leg back a little bit more so there's even more of a stretch in that back leg, pushing the heel down. Now we're going to softly drop back down, bending this front knee, slide your band underneath the front foot. Drop one side, lean onto this leg. So you need to bend this leg. Get quite a lot of resistance on that band. And we're going to squeeze up and work on that back muscle. So elbow pulls in. You need to create a beautiful flat spine. Squeeze deep through the belly. Imagine you're lengthening your spine forward, taking the weight into that front buttock. Rowing with that left arm. Pull the elbow up. Feel the squeeze. Really close in towards the rib cage. Sink further into that front leg if you can, so you're working that. Now push that back leg into full extension, so you've still got that stretch. Let's go, 8 more rows, big rows. It's a big muscle, it can do a lot. And keep breathing. Exhale up, inhale down. Last 5. Last 2. One more big row. And then release your spine down, grab the band, slide it out from that foot, roll, sliding it back, roll up. And then push that leg in, so both your feet are together again.
Oh, there's more than that.
Where did that get you?
Oh, that one. No, here.
Quad. Oh, that got me on my hamstring buttock, so we all got different feelings there. Take your band, and then just reach your arms up above your head. Open it up slightly and just use this as a stretch. Now just squeeze your butt, push your hips forward and do a little mini back bend. So you're just literally squeezing your buttocks to allow that move so your lower back doesn't take any pressure. Open your arms a little bit more and extend the elbows, get stretched all the way down the lats. So really lengthen out the arms, dead straight. Then just softly drop them back down by your thighs, roll the shoulders. So we're going to step the opposite leg forward. Make sure there's a gap that you're not, that foot at the back's not too far behind the other one. Nice, strong, steady movement. And then slide up onto the back toes. So you might want to take that leg a little bit further back, square your hips off. Arms out front, and we're twisting the other way. So we're taking that left arm, turning towards that. So now it's your left arm turning towards that left leg. Right arm is isolated. Feel the shoulder blade squeezing. Follow the hand. Find your balance. Draw the belly in. We've got 8 more to do here. I can see you in the camera. Come on, let's start to sink a little bit lower. Weight into that front heel, bending deep through that back leg. How many more?
Oh, that wasn't counting.
2. I think. 1, big squeeze back. And then come all the way up. Drop your arms. Slide that back foot in so your heel is flat on the ground. Keep a soft knee at the front. And let's go down. Roll down till your fingertips come to the ground.
Push your weight back into that back heel. And then begin to just extend that front leg, lowering down and breathing into that stretch. Putting the left hip back. So you draw the right hip forward. Try and balance off the hips a little bit more. And breathe. Every exhale, feel that deeper stretch. Feel that leg going a little bit straighter. Feel your body weight going back a little bit more. Two more breaths. Come on, go deeper, 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 deeper. Soften the knee. Grab hold of the band. Roll it up. Shoulder roll. Slide that back foot a little bit further back. So yeah, full on stretch into the calf. Then we're going to bend this knee a lot deeper. Draw our bodies back down. Take that band underneath the foot. Letting go of the left hand. Lean the left arm onto that front thigh. And we're going to row the right arm. So you want to feel your body weight sink into that front buttock. You're right there, Vicky. Yeah, just hold it down. Try and keep your hips square. They will want to turn to the right. So physically pull the hip back and lean in. Now let's get beautiful lengthened spines. Push forward. So you've got that lovely extension. We're going 8. Big rows. Come on, squeeze the elbow in tight. 6. Pull up. 5. Feel that lengthening through the back of the knee, at the back. Come on, push it back into that heel. Last couple of reps. And then soften that leg, free the band, roll back up. And then push your leg back in. Give him a little shake. So your arms are going to come up into the air again. Now I'm just going to come down to my knees because I'm going off camera so you can stay on your toes, on your feet, I mean. And we're going to take one arm gently down, all the way back up, and the other one. So your arms are very slightly in front of your head, not behind, because that's hypermobile up there. That's nice and easy for me because my arms like it over there. So it's more of a challenge to bring slightly down. So if you look up, you can see your band. How far you pull that band is up to how much resistance you need. If you can go all the way down, bring it all the way up. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs. We're just going to do 4 more of these. Come on, pull down. Pull, squeeze. Give me 1 more. And then all the way up. And drop your back. Good. Look down towards the floor. Scoot the belly in, soften the knees. Let's roll down. So here we are in a stretch again. Bend the knees, fingertips to the ground. Go back to that bending and extending each leg. You should feel a little bit more kind of flexible now. Chin towards the chest. Now, whilst we're down here, we're going to slide the band underneath both feet. If it's too much, make sure it's equal, so there's enough resistance on the side. If it gets too much, remove 1 foot, but center the band. Roll back up, holding the tail ends of your band. I'm not sure if my band's long enough for this. I might have to take 1 foot out, but I'll see. Turn your palms forward. Bicep curls. Exhale up. Inhale down. Elbows pinned into the rib cage or the waistline. Upper arm stay as still as possible. Feet up. Give me 2 more. Change of direction, change of exercise. Palms in, row up. So this can be quite strong on your wrists, especially if you've got a small band. You want to try and pull your elbows up and keep your wrists in line so your hands don't flex. Wrists don't flex. You lift it up, up down. Just 4 more of these. Elbows up high. Let the elbows lead the way.
One more. And then straight back to bicep curls. Ready? Okay, take one out. Didn't think she was actually going to sit there and join in, so I thought she'd sit there very quietly.
But Steve, opened my daughter said, yeah, I'll come. So I said, it's a
Didn't.
half eight tonight.
One more. Last two. One more. And for the last time, we turn the palms in, we row. But as you row those elbows up, think about squeezing your shoulder blades very top so that you're not leaning forward and use the fronts of the shoulders instead. We're going 6, 5. Core in, make sure you're squeezing your abs, squeezing your butt, tucking your tailbone under. 3, 2, and release. Remove your feet from that band. Soften the knees, let's roll all the way down to the floor. Bring yourself down, walking forward. Take a little cat-cow stretch, lift the chin, lift the buttocks, pull your shoulder blades back, let your abs just fall down. And then scoop the belly in and come into a lovely cat stretch. Hold it there, push the floor away, open the shoulder blades. The more you pull your abs in, the more your spine will flex. And then ease off to neutral spine. Okay, we're going to do some arm work again with legs in a balance. You don't have to use your bands, just use no bands. I'm going to take my band underneath my right hand. I'm going to hold the band with my left. So you have an opportunity to use as much resistance as you like with this. We're going to start by just getting an idea as to how the arms feel. So we're going to lift up and back down. Yeah, that's the arm movement. And then we incorporate the opposite leg. Pull the elbow in as the knee, pull the hand down as the knee hovers, lift straight back up. So we stay in a neutral spine. The spine position doesn't change. We're just moving, squeezing the buttocks, lengthening out through that shoulder. Lift and lower. Squeeze that right back cheek as you raise that left arm high, right up in line with your ears. Soften through the opposite arm, so there's no pressure in the joints. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that last one. Come on, hold it out, pulse it. 8, 7, 6, lengthen out through the leg and the arm. 2 and 1, release off. Drop down to your elbows, come back into a little mini child's pose. So my child's pose, my knees are a little bit narrower. You can take them wider if you want to. And then let the arms relax and lower your head down towards the knees. Take a couple of breaths. Bring ourselves forward, staying on our elbows. Now just push your bands to the side. You might want to slide your fingers together. You might want to have your hands flat on the ground. Elbows in line with shoulders, tucking the toes under. We're going to lift up to dolphin. So here we go back into a calf stretch again. Bend and extend those legs. But I want you to really think about lifting your hips high, lengthening out through the spine. And just really enjoying this more than anything. Your head is relaxed between your arms. You should be able to shake it in all directions. There's no tension in the neck. And then push your heels down. Slide your toes a few inches back. And we're going to roll forward into a plank. My shoulders come slightly forward of my elbows. We lift straight back up again for 1. We're going to do 10 of these. Lifting all the way back up again. 2. So use the power of your tummy to pull your body weight back up again. My eye gaze just stays in the same flow as my shoulders. Pushing up.
Push down into those heels, keep those legs beautifully straight. 4 more. Two more. Give me one more lift up in those hips. Lower down to plank, hold your plank. 10 seconds, sucking the belly in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're coming to the floor. Just relax down for a few moments, take a little wriggle on the hips. Slide your arms out in front of you, bring your legs together. Okay, we're going to go into some little Superman. So our hip bones stay on the ground. We're going to stay on one side though. Okay, the same arm and leg we worked when we were on our hands and knees. So we're going to lift left arm, right leg up, take it out to 4 corners of the room, 4 corners, 2 corners, back into the middle and straight back down, same side. You do not have to drop all the way down. You just bring yourself back down to a hover and immediately come back up again. So your eye gaze stays fixed in one place, so your head doesn't follow your arm. And if you wish, you can take that arm all the way down, back in. The leg's not going to do it. If it feels out of coordination, you imagine. If you don't want to take that arm down, that's fine. Just carry on doing it. Same points to the corners, back in. But if you are taking your arm around circle, pull the shoulder blade back, come back. And just 4 more of these. Wonderful like ability to have. Some people's legs can. And then bring yourself back to the middle. We're going to lift up straight in the middle. And we're just going to pump the arm and leg together. So focus on length, chest up, squeeze the buttock, pull the arm forward. 8, 7, 6. Come on, lift up. 4, 3, 2, and relax back down. Wriggle those hips. So what we're going to do from here is reverse the order of the last 3 exercises. So take a little breath. Take your arms straight back out in front of you. Bring the legs closer together. And then we're going to lift. Right arm, left leg, out to the corners of the room, back into the middle and back down, either hover or just tap down. And if you wish, that arm, come all the way around and back in. So as you pull the arm around, the opposite leg stays in that corner position and then they move back into the center again together. And we'll go 4 more of these. See if you can start lifting your chest up a little bit more and squeezing your butt a little bit more. Last 2. One more. Take a breath in, exhale, lift up in the middle, and let's pulse this arm and leg. Lift the chest. Now lengthen the arm. Feel your knee extending, so you're trying to reach further. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Always let everything loosen up on the floor. It's always nice to wriggle everything into relaxation. Bring your hands to the side of your shoulders. Push yourself up. Curve the spine at the top, just to ease off the back. Sit back into child's pose, gently dropping your elbows to the floor so they're relaxed. Breathe into the lower back. Dropping chin to your chest, for the stretch in the neck. And then we bring ourselves back onto our elbows and our forearms, either interlacing the fingers, slide your body forward a little bit, tuck your toes, and then bring yourself back up into that stretch. Take a little walk into it. So the important part of this exercise is that you've really lengthened out the back. Tailbone then becomes the point into the air, and then you can work with your hamstrings from there. Push both heels down, slide the toes back. Options to repeat 10 of those same rolling forward to planks and back, or lift one leg, lift back up, and swap the legs over. So alternating legs into a hover. You do not have to. Slowly, slowly appreciate the little stretch and the release at the top. Working on that shoulder mobility. Your shoulders do naturally come forward over the elbows. 4 more. Last 2. 1 more. Then lift the hips, drop the knees, and push yourself up onto your hands.
Oh.
It's a shocker this early in the morning. It's good to know there's not a lot of sweat there again.
Oh, God, always.
Yeah, it is warm out there. Okay, let's move on to doing the other arm. So you want to hold the band on the floor with your left hand. Get as much resistance as you want. Before we lift the leg, just reach the arm and get an idea as to how that feels. Now take your left leg back, and then we lift both. We come back to a hover. We lift both. Just straight out. Vicky, in front of you.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Do your other leg done in. Different arm to leg.
I'm making it really hard.
Yeah, you are. Your other leg needs to lift. That's it. Soften through that left elbow so there's no pressure in the joints. And we're just going 4 more. Feels tougher this time around.
I think it does.
Okay, let's hold that last one out. Let's pump it, pump it, pump it. 8, 7, reach, arm extended. 4, 3, 2, let it go.
Oh.
And this time, wide kneed, child's pose. Lengthen the arms, melt the head and chest down. One more breath there, and then what I want you to do is get your band. Done this for ages. Put it in the length of your mat, so it's in a straight line. It's easier to manage when there's less people in the room. Doing more complex exercise.
Oh, well, Cora.
No. So what we want to do is sit our bottoms in the middle of the band. You can change your position if you need to. And then get the band from behind you. And then let the band go flat up against your spine. So you're holding it in a bent elbow position as equally as you can with both hands. Lift up tall. So try and work on your posture. Get your legs extended out in front. Really feel your chest coming forward. Draw the abs in so your core is fixed. Elbows in towards your ears. And then extend the arms up and back, working on the triceps. So this, you can either stay here, work on posture by using your core, and just work back to those arms. More of a challenge is to scoot the belly in, only drop about 1/4 of the way back,
and work there. So your abs are now fired up. But it makes the arms a little bit harder. And just be careful not to get the band caught in your hair. Come on, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. We're going 8, 7, pull those arms up high. Come on, extend those elbows. 5, work the backs of those arms, even deeper, elbows in. Come on, come on. Last one, let's pulse it. 10, 9, 8, sink back if you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Roll it up. Just lean into your hands and lift your chest up. Now just remove the band from underneath your bum. And it's going around our feet. Again, equal. We're going to go back to the rows that we did earlier. We're going to do them now on a twist. So we're going to work a bit more into the obliques. So you can move your band as much as you need to. So we first of all sit up tall. Then we scoop the belly in and we drop down, raising our arms up, palms down. And all we're going to do is turn on the spot and reach slightly down towards the floor. So you've got that rotation, side flexion. So the obliques far up a little bit more. If you can touch your elbow to the ground, amazing. Try to let your legs flap around. Glue your legs together and squeeze your tummy muscles. So if you want more resistance, you want to work harder, you just simply get more band. You can walk your fingers closer towards your toes to get deeper into those twists. Slowly moving, don't let those legs move, keep them fixed in. Make sure you're not lying on the ground. And we're going to go 4 more each side. Come on, twist. See if you can pull your elbow back another inch behind you. And you've got 1 more to do on each side. Twist. Twist. Now briefly roll yourself up. Lengthen out the spine. Pull your shoulders back up and down. Take a breath here. Scoot the belly in. Sink back again. Maybe go another inch or 2 further back. Take that left arm. And then pump the one side. Extend, bend. Extend, bend. 5, 6. As soon as we reach 10, you go straight over to the other side. Last 2. And swap it. Go. Turn. Reach. Turn. Reach. Last 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 2, 9. 1 more. And roll it up. Walk up that band. Hold on with both hands. Lift and lengthen. Let's come forward into a gentle fold. So if you can grab your toes, you can just release the band to grab your toes. Now take the band away from your feet and scoot the belly in to roll yourself down. My God, time is flying this morning. We're running out of time. Hug your knees in once you're down on the ground. Yeah, I don't know how it's got the time it has already. Now, I know. Pop the feet down in line with your knees and ankles. Hips, I mean. Take the band above your chest. And we're going to lift up into bridge. And we're going to open that band lovely and wide. And then take it back down again. So we lift up. We close. Band
needs to be a lot of resistance, okay? So that when you pull that band wide, it doesn't quite touch your chest. That's the full length. The biggest resistance you can get as you open out. Make sure the band's coming towards your boob line, not your head. Lift up. If you want to challenge for the last 10, you can lift one knee in, pop it down as you drop your buttocks, and then swap to the other side. Or stay on both feet. Come on, reach up, squeeze those butts to get those hips high. We have about 3 more to go. One more. Hold that band wide. Drop your feet. Lift your hips up high to the bridge. Pump the arms. Now lift the hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And roll it out. Pull those knees in. Put the band around both feet. And take your legs to the sky. Just enjoy a little mini stretch. Begin to walk your hands down to the tail end of the band. Band's too short for this, I think. Dead straight arms. Slightly wider than your mat. Lift your head and your chest off the floor. You're in a crunch. Take your arm bands down towards the ground and pump your arms. So you have the option to stay here and pump into those abs. If you want more of a challenge, push your legs to 45-degree angle. Squeeze up and lift. Now scoop the belly in so that weight is working hard. Every pump with the arms, it won't work if your arms are bent. It has to be dead straight arms, right at the tail end of the band. That's it. Take your hands all the way to the tail end and lift your chest. Let's pump. 10, 9, lift. Get your legs lower if you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, crunch up more, and take that band up. Good, let's take it into an individual hamstring stretch. Take one foot out. Let's start off taking the left leg out and the right leg in the air. Walk up that band and just extend that leg. Straighten the knee, toes down, heels away. Drive it in towards you. Extend the knee. Bands give you so much more opportunity to get into that depth of the muscle, to stretch it even further every time you breathe. Take the band in your left hand only, open your right arm out to the side. Let's take it over into a rotation. So, I don't like to drop my leg lower than hip height, so I'm going to stay there. Sometimes it does help the lower back to bend the leg that's underneath. See what feels best for you. Straighten that knee and drive the toes up towards your left shoulder as you open deep into that right arm, looking towards the right hand. Pull those toes further up using that left arm. Oh, my arm's shaking. Carefully move that leg back up to the ceiling.
That's horrible.
Now, as I lift my leg up, my left leg is going to be in a butterfly position. Then I'm going to take the band in my opposite hand. I'm going to drive my toes towards my right shoulder and open the leg out towards my right shoulder. So I'm holding on with the other arm as well. It's up to you. And you want to try and keep your hips equal, buttocks pressed to the ground, and draw the toes towards you and out. So you're not letting the leg just drop out to the side, you're letting it drop towards your right shoulder, then out. So you're pulling it wide. Make sure you're getting inner thigh stretch. And then when you're ready, bring it back into the middle.
Left leg comes up to join the right and they swap over. So once the right leg's in there, drop the left leg flat to the ground, straight in the middle, hamstring stretch. So again, you're using your arms, pushing your right leg flat to the ground, holding the band in the right hand, the left arm open. So we do exactly the same. We twist over to the side. Feel free to bend that underneath me if you need to. And then twist into that left shoulder. Pull the toes towards your right shoulder. So drive that leg higher and higher and higher to get the stretch, proper stretch.
Oh.
Carefully lift that leg back up when you're ready. The right leg stays as a butterfly position, so knee pointing out to the side. You can take the bands in the other hand, turn the toes towards your left shoulder and drop your leg towards your left shoulder. So it goes wide and down. Both buttocks firmly on the ground. Core still needs to be pulled in tight to help stabilize. Now pull those toes further down towards the floor, but in towards you. 3 breaths. And then we begin to lift that leg carefully back up to the sky. Soften the knee to release the band and bring both feet together in that butterfly position. Just take a little rock side to side. Rock yourself back into the middle. Lift the feet, sliding your hands down the shins to catch hold of the feet or the ankles, and then push your heels down, open those knees into a deeper butterfly position. Pull the shoulders back and down. Try and get all parts of your spine pushed into the floor, every part of your spine into the ground. And on your next breath, just release the knees together, slide your hands around the back of the thighs, and then simply roll yourself up and come and sit yourself in a comfortable position. Hands on the knees. Just use that opportunity to lift your spine up. Maybe close your eyes and just feel your shoulders dropping as you exhale. So everything's kind of now soft. But just keep your core tight, but let your body relax. Open the arms. Can't speak today, can I? And then we just keep the shoulders soft, our elbows soft, and we just gently let our arms float up. Bring our hands together gently at the top of the head. Bring your hands down to your heart, to bow your chin down towards your fingertips. Feel stretched through the back of the neck. And then raise your arms up one more time, keeping the hands together, lift up tall. And then exhale, bow, clap as always. Thank you for turning up early today. Thanks all online.